Jeff Sutherland, Scrum, The Art of Doing Twice the Work in Half the Time. Embark on a journey to revolutionize project management with a Scrum, The Art of Doing Twice the Work in Half the Time, by Jeff Sutherland. Discover the limitations of traditional management processes like Gantt charts and how they can lead to disastrous outcomes. In contrast, Scrum presents a team-oriented approach that emphasizes constant feedback and effective communication. With real-life examples showcasing the success of Scrum in organizations such as the FBI, the book provides valuable insights into enhancing team performance, effective time management, eliminating waste, and prioritizing tasks to ensure successful project completion.
Ditch Gantt charts and try Scrum instead. Traditional management processes, like the use of Gantt charts, often result in project failures. The FBI's $170 million failure in implementing the Virtual Case File (VCF) system is one such example. Many organizations have now adopted the Scrum project management system, which is characterized by team building and constant feedback, resulting in successful implementation. The article discusses the drawbacks of traditional project management processes and highlights the benefits of Scrum. Mastering team performance. Discover the 4 essential changes you can make as a manager to improve team performance. As a manager, your team's success hinges on their ability to work cohesively. In order to improve team performance, you need to lead your team to make 4 essential changes that can make all the difference. First and foremost, it's essential that team members have autonomy to decide how they will reach their objectives. A compelling example is NPR's reporting on the Arab Spring in Egypt, which was only possible due to team members' collective decision-making skills while navigating difficult decisions such as Egyptian bureaucracy, safety, and translation. Another way to boost team performance is to align your team's goals with a larger and more meaningful purpose. As individuals, team members may not achieve much, but together they can accomplish exponentially more. NPR's success during the Arab Spring was due, in part, to the team's shared sense of purpose. As a manager, create opportunities for different teams to work together periodically and share results. Diverse skills, thinking, and experience are critical to achieving the best results. As the team grows larger, communication channels increase, and productivity decreases. Therefore, the ideal team size should be 7 members plus or minus 2 people. In conclusion, as a manager, mastering team performance requires focusing on team dynamic improvements while empowering team members. Boosting productivity and performance can be achieved through teamwork, the right focus, shared initiatives, cross-functional, diverse teams, and smaller groups. Scrum, the solution to time management issues. Estimating how long a project will take is a task that humans are generally bad at, leading to significant project management problems. However, Scrum offers a solution to this issue through its use of sprints, short periods of work focused on a specific task, lasting 1 to 4 weeks. By breaking down projects into manageable chunks, teams can review progress regularly and recalibrate objectives for the next round of sprints, preventing prolonged work on discarded projects. Using Scrum efficiently requires focusing on one task per sprint, avoiding inconsistency in sprint periods, and utilizing daily stand-ups, daily meetings where each member discusses progress and obstacles faced, lasting no more than 15 minutes. The effectiveness of this methodology is demonstrated through Ilko Rustenberg's successful remodeling project, completed in just 6 weeks using daily stand-ups and Scrum. In contrast, his neighbors who tried to replicate the project without Scrum took 3 months to complete it. Eliminating waste in project management. In Scrum, the core idea is to avoid anything that distracts from the task at hand. Focus on one project at a time, use what you create, fix mistakes immediately, and avoid overworking employees. Working fewer hours, taking breaks, and setting reasonable goals ultimately boost productivity. The connection between success and happiness. The idea that success leads to happiness is misguided, according to this book. Companies can boost their employees' happiness and, as a result, their own performance by promoting connection and visibility. Zappos is a prime example of this. Its extensive training programs and apprenticeships build connections among employees, while a culture of transparency and visibility promotes trust, motivation, and better results. Agile methodologies like Scrum can also help. By using a Scrum board, teams can see the status of every project and identify where help is most needed. After each sprint, teams can use a sprint retrospective to identify improvements in communication, trust, and culture, and immediately apply them. These changes help to create happier employees and a healthier, more effective organization. Companies that put employee happiness first, rather than financial success, ultimately see greater financial returns. Prioritizing with the Scrum product owner. The Scrum model includes 3 roles: team members, Scrum master, and product owner, with the latter responsible for project vision, backlog management, and sprint planning. To succeed in this crucial role, product owners need market knowledge, decision-making authority, communication skills, and accountability for the final product. The product owner role was inspired by Toyota's chief engineers, who guide projects through creating a vision and persuading teams to share it. Product owners also utilize the OODA decision-making process, which involves observing, orienting, deciding, and acting, before starting over. Fighter pilots are trained in this process, which is helpful when deciding which sprint to prioritize. Implementing Scrum in your workplace. Learn the simple steps towards implementing Scrum in your workplace successfully. Completing projects using Scrum methodology is a great achievement, but implementing Scrum in your workplace can be quite tricky. To successfully implement Scrum, you need to follow a few simple steps. First, select a product owner. Next, choose a team that includes all skill sets needed for the project, with ideally 5 to 9 members per team. Pick a Scrum master, someone experienced in coaching on how to maintain good Scrum techniques. After selecting the people, create a project backlog. Make a list of tasks you will need to complete and prioritize them based on the biggest business impact, significance to the customer, the potential revenue generated, ease of completion, and realistically achievable ones. Ensure everything in the backlog is doable within a month or less. Host the first Scrum meeting, plan the first sprint and create a Scrum board to ensure the whole team is aware of work visibility. Have daily stand-up meetings to assure that the initial sprint is on course. Once you've completed the sprint, organize a sprint review and invite everyone to attend, including your executives and management. Hold a retrospective meeting after the sprint review to discover actionable improvements that you can execute in future sprints. With successful sprint completion, move on to the next sprint and keep working until you achieve your project's goals. These simple steps will ease the implementation of Scrum in your workplace.
In conclusion, Scrum offers a profound shift in the way projects are managed, providing the keys to effectively navigate complex projects and achieve desired outcomes. With its team-centric approach, it drives autonomy, purpose, collaboration, and adaptability. Scrum's tactics like sprints, daily stand-ups, and Scrum's boards serve to improve time management, increase visibility, foster growth, and facilitate quick problem-solving. In order to maximize success, happiness and prioritization must be at the core of this approach. By adopting Scrum's principles and techniques, organizations can realize increased efficiency, better results, and an overall happier workforce.